We have reached the final week of the high school football regular season. Tonight, the third-ranked Kingsford Flivvers travel to number 5 Marquette, the winner keeping the door cracked on the possibility of a home playoff game. Let's head to William R. Hart Stadium for the game between Marquette and Kingsford. Flivvers running back Elizen Rouse, fresh off a 6-touchdown performance in a win against Menominee, was featured heavily in this one once again. Here he's going to rumble 32 yards for the score, and that's going to make it 7-0 Kingsford. Marquette would piece a drive together as Ford Richardson will connect with Jacob McPhee here for the big gain. But Marquette's drive would stall and they'd have to settle for a field goal. Sawyer Johnson going to knock this one through to make it 7-3 Flivvers early in the second quarter. But then Kingsford would hit the gas. First, Nick Nora going to hand it off to Alex Rittenhouse, and he's going to find the end zone with little resistance. That's going to make it 13-3 Kingsford. Then things got a little weird after 3 turnovers, 2 from Marquette and 1 from Kingsford. Marquette looking for the big play. Wyatt Lakenin going to fumble the ball. It's picked up by Gavin Grondin. Grondin going to make a nice return, but Marquette will also get called for a face mask penalty at the end of the run. Shortly after, it's Rittenhouse once again. He scores his second touchdown of the game. It is 19-3 Kingsford at the half. Third quarter, Kingsford going to go back to their workhorse back. It's Rouse once again. This time he's going to break another big run. This one's a 47-yard rushing touchdown. Kingsford rolls in this one 46-11. Rouse finished with 17 carries for 285 yards and 3 touchdowns. Let's head to Ishpeming. A lot of pink in the crowd. The Hematites also rocking their pink jerseys for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. No score early in the game. Caden Luma going to throw a rope to Tremont Goth here. He's going to take it in for the touchdown. It's 8-0 Hematites. We're going to jump to the second quarter. Ishpeming in the red zone, still leading by a score. Ethan Corp going to take the direct snap. He bounces it to the outside, and he's in standing up. It's 14-0 Ishpeming. Westwood backed up in deep in their own zone. Ethan Marta going to launch one deep. It's going to be picked off by Luma, who's going to fight for a few yards on the return, and that will lead to this score courtesy of Luma, fitting that he caps it off after the INT. This one was all Hematites. They go on to win this one 30-0. Let's head to Houghton for the battle for the Copper Bowl between the Gremlins and the Hancock Bulldogs. We're going to pick the game up in the second quarter. No score yet. That is until this run here by Kyle Primo. He's going to power it in to give Houghton the 8-0 lead after the successful 2-point try. Bulldogs answer a few minutes later. Cody Turner going to bounce it to the outside, and he has nothing but green grass ahead of him. He also has Tom Kippen ahead of him, but Turner going to take this one in 62 yards for the score. 8-6 Houghton leading after the failed 2-point conversion by Hancock. We're going to jump to the second half. It was a whole lot of Gremlins. Joe Hallinan going to rumble it in for the Houghton touchdown, 14-6 Gremlins. They would tack on a couple short yard running scores in the fourth to add to their lead. The Houghton Gremlins raised the Copper Bowl trophy after topping Hancock tonight, 28-6.
It means everything. It means everything. You know, the Copper Bowl is just that much more special. You know, to us, we were able to play. We played Hancock earlier in the season. You know, but this time being at home, it being for the Copper Bowl, I mean, it means everything. Especially it being the last game of the year. You know, our guys are going off on a high note and feeling really good going into the off season.
We'll finish up in the 8-player league. North Central traveled to Crystal Falls to take on Forest Park. First quarter, no score. Jacob Gorzinski back to pass. We're going to wait for Jacob here, and he's going to get the throw off as soon as he gets hit. Lane Gorzinski going to make the grab, and there he goes to get the scoring started. It's 8-0 Jets. Trojans answer with a bit of a trick play. Nick Stevens heads left like he's going to run the ball. He stops, turns, and throws a zip over to Gavin Rintala. He gets a few good blocks, and he's down the sidelines for the first Forest Park score of the night. We're tied up at 8 apiece. Jets regain the lead in the second quarter. Gorzinski going to take the direct snap, and he's in from a couple yards out. 14-8 North Central leading. The Jets defense will then make a play as Aiden Burton going to come up with the interception, leading to another score after Burton takes this one back for a nice return. Then another score here from Lane Gorzinski going to put the Jets up 22-8. We're going to stay in the second quarter. The score is now 28-8 North Central. Trojans knocking on the door. Stevens finds Kevin Giuliani through the air, but it's North Central who wins this one over Forest Park, 48-24. More scores to pass along. Gladstone blanks Escanaba 30-0. Menominee tops Bark River Harris 44-14. Gaylor defeats Sault Ste. Marie 20-8. Calumet falls to Charlevoix 51-6. Manistee falls short of Saginaw Nouvelle 34-27. And in the 8-player league, Norway with no problems with Stevenson. They win 56-0. And